Hey, beautiful people. Happy Saturday. Listen, I'm here with a quick story for us on Todd Chrisley. You know, from Chrisley Knows Best. Apparently, he has been hospitalized after being in jail for about almost a year or so now. So, apparently, the workers at the hospital gave him the wrong medication as well as another inmate. And so it caused both of the inmates to go to the hospital. It's amazing to me, and I always say this, and Diva does too. It ain't a problem until it hit your doorstep. His attorneys are complaining about the horrible conditions in the jail, how it's so hot, and how there's no air in the building. The ice machines aren't working. Was Todd thinking about all of this when he was out here committing his crime, taking money from the government and from the regular taxpayers out here? Mm. I don't believe that anybody should be under horrible working conditions, but I hope that Todd remembers this once his formal 12-year sentence, now reduced to 10, mm, once he gets out. Remember that. Make sure you're doing some jail reform. Make sure you remember these other inmates who are not going to give out and live the lavish life like you will once you get back. I feel bad for what happened to him, but I just did not appreciate what Todd and Julie did, with all the fraud and stuff. Like, we was really out here rooting for y'all. We were all rooting for you. But y'all, we're gonna get into this story and talk about Todd being hospitalized and exactly what happened, y'all. Let's get right into this. Welcome to Royer's Corner. This is your first time, welcome. If not, I'm glad you're back again. Hit the like button, comment your thoughts and opinions below. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. Let's get right into this. Todd Chrisley was given wrong medication in prison, claims lawyers, okay? So here's Todd. Y'all know Todd. Y'all remember Todd, okay? So, locked up reality star Todd Chrisley has allegedly been given wrong medication at the FPC Pensacola in Florida, which his team says another example of the humane prison system. According to Todd's attorney, Jay Sargent, his client was given medication intended for another inmate, and the medical department is in shambles, Sargent told RadarOnline.com, claiming not only was Todd given the wrong medication, but another inmate was inadvertently given insulin. The administration of the medicine rendered them unconscious and they were rushed to the hospital, Sargent said of the inmate who supposedly received insulin. These type of mix-ups and mistakes are inexcusable, and just another indication of how terrible these conditions are and have become, he added. Todd and his wife, Julie Chrisley, were convicted of bank and tax fraud last year and sentenced to a combined 19 years in federal prison. Todd was sentenced to 12 years recently, which was reduced to 10 at FPC Pensacola, while Julie was given 7 years, reduced to just over 5 at Federal Medical Center Lexington in Kentucky. Okay. In recent months, the Chrisley attorney and their children, Savannah and Chase Chrisley, have spoken out about alleged inhumane conditions told Todd and Julie um, have been facing behind bars. This included claims such as no working air conditioning or ice machines during extreme heat and snakes slithering on the floor, y'all. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Mm. Let me address some things real quick before I move on and forget them. Um, these issues in the jail, as I said in my opening, did not just start, Todd, when you came. These are things that were going on way before you even probably got into your little fraud situation, okay? Secondly, they are in Florida. Florida is one of those states, it's a red state, and they just believe in their beliefs. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So, Todd, you shouldn't be too uncomfortable with their beliefs because from what I hear, you believe in what they believe. Hmm. Okay. So this summer when the heat exceeded in Florida was over 100 degrees, the Navy base was on the Navy base where the prison is located had a black flag warning which required no movement outside of military staff or personnel, Surgeon told Radar Online. The US Navy leadership has determined that the temperatures were unsafe for outdoor movement and activities, he continued. However, the inmates that work on the base to do mowing, weeding, and general landscaping, maintenance, and manual labor, those inmates were required to work in spite of the unsafe and truly dangerous conditions. Surgeon also claimed that Muslim inmates are regularly being denied access and opportunity to participate in their faith based worship service, as the leadership of FPC Pensacola have decided these inmates should be required to work during their scheduled worship time. Hmm, hmm. That's Florida for you. You know, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, their Lord and Savior, which I believe in him too, but I am an individual. I will lead you to Christ, but I ain't gonna make you, follow nobody. I am definitely here to offer Christ to you. He is the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I'm sure he will be the best thing that ever happened to you. But to deny people of their religions, Muslim, Buddhism, whatever it may be, out of pocket, out of line, and it goes against our United States government of freedom of speech, freedom to worship, freedom to do, those things of your particular worship that believe in. Though that is our freedom, that is our right here in the United States, not in Florida. He also alleged FPC Pensacola does very little rehabilitation, adding not a single person has received their GED from the institution in the last 3 years, not a single one. Surgeon added that Todd, who has apparently been teaching finance classes to his fellow inmates, is focused and determined excuse me, to create real lasting systematic change within the U.S. justice system, and particularly within American prison system. Well, and here's where Julie is. Okay, that's where Julie is. You know, I'm not surprised at any of this. Let me open up by saying that I'm not surprised by any of this. I am glad that Todd is being active while he is there, that he is helping the inmates with their financials. Now let's hope that he's teaching them the right thing, because his financials is the reason that he's in jail, because you out here frauding the people. But let's hope that he is teaching them the proper way to, finance their finances. These unhealthy working conditions, these problems, these issues, like I said, this is not something that has just started. And I'm glad that maybe Todd will, be that opening light, or the opening the door to make those issues real issues, and someone will do something about them. But we can't give Todd special privilege. And not to justify anything that anybody's doing in there. But if they gotta put up with it, so does Todd. Unless Todd and his attorneys are going to do something about every single individual that is going through these things, not just in Florida, but across the United States prison system, Todd, that burden has fallen on you. And I hope you're not just saying all of this stuff and doing all of this stuff just while you're here in the prison. Hopefully, these conversations remain and continue going. And the help can come from something before you get out of prison, but also while you're there. Because I don't want you living in bad conditions. But, you know, a bought lesson is a taught lesson. That was what my daddy told me. And when you decided to buy stealing, you bought jail time and the conditions that came with it, unfortunately. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, y'all. What do y'all think on this situation? Do y'all think that Todd and his attorneys are just speaking out about this because he's in prison? Of course, you know. Do you think that he will be really able to help jail reform? Do you think something will be done while Todd is in here for the next 9 years? Because I think he'll be running up on a year in either March or January, I want to say. Mm-mm-mm. I wonder how Julie is doing. Last time we heard about Julie, she wasn't doing too well. She was struggling, as anybody would. I don't think I could. Not that I don't think. I know I would not make it in jail. I know it. I could. I just. It's just not for me. Confinement is not for me. No. But y'all, hit the like button on this video. We're gonna send our thoughts and prayers up to Todd. Hopefully, and the other inmate who was given the wrong insulin. We need to look into these jails and really see what's going on, people. Y'all funding all of this money into building these jails. If you're gonna build them, make sure we got the proper people in there and the proper tools and the proper medications being given out to the right people. So y'all ain't having lawsuits on your hands. This is shameful. Hit the like button, comment your thoughts and opinions below. If you're not a subscriber, check out my channel. If you like what we got going on, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. Prayers up for Todd. Prayers up for Julie. Prayers up for the Chrisley family. When you do bad things, this is what happens. Y'all hit the like button, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Happy look, Christmas is almost here. I'm chilling with my snowman, period. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will catch y'all next time in Royer's Corner. Bye.